Hey guys, ChainArray here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing Astro Switch Set 02 from ChainArray Forza. This is the second Switch set, and like the first one, contains 2 Astro Switches and 1 Gone by Ride card. Like with my review of the first Astro Switch set, we'll take a look at the less significant part first, that being the Gone by Ride card. This is another card of Forza, but instead of one of base state, this is one of elect state. So here we have it right here. Forza in elect state, surrounded by a lightning storm. And here we've got all the tech details. Astro Switch Set 02 down here to show where the card comes from. ChainArray Forza elect state. The attack strength is 350, defense is 350, and speed is 500. His attacks are 90, 90, 80, 50, 60, and 50. And his special attack is Electric Slash, which does 2200 damage. And we've also got the backside showing Forza in elect state back here. Forza symbol, and the switches that are all off here: elect, launcher, spike, and parachute. So that's the card. Now we get on to the switches. So these are switches number 12 and number 13. Versus number 12, the beat switch. This is a cross switch, but you won't be able to tell from looking at it first, because the top part of the switch is mostly taken up by this large dial. But if you look at the shape, with these 4 edges sticking out, then you can tell that it's a cross switch. So the sticker here is 12, and I'm just gonna show up the details. So it's a 12 with some sound waves coming out of a little speaker hole in the middle, which should give you a little clue as to what this does, along with the name beat. So to activate it, you just take your finger in this indentation and rotate it from the top to the bottom, then switch it off by taking it out of that place, and it clicks into place at the bottom. So that's how you know it's on. And this is actually, it's a red color, but it's darker than it appeared on camera. This is actually a slightly deep red color. Not quite a blood red, but a little darker than normal red. Next is number 13, the ChainArray switch. This is another circle switch. This one having a bronze color. And you got number 13 here with a spiked ball and chain. So to activate this part, you take this section that looks like a spiked ball and then roll it forward until it clicks into place. Then just unclick it to turn it off. So there's that. Now bringing in the Forza driver, right here, preparing it. Activating the transformation. And setting it back here. Just gonna move these forward and move the driver more in. Then adjust the camera. So we'll start with beat. So as a cross switch, we remove the launcher and put in beat. Then switch on. So with that activates the beat module, which attaches a large speaker to Forza's right leg, allowing it to send out very low frequency waves that mess with the opponent Zodiart's head. By sending out these large waves, it can confuse it and hurt its head, stopping it from attacking, and giving Forza an opening. Then for the ChainArray switch, we'll remove Rocket and put it in here. Let me just do it like this. Sorry, this can roll past. There we go. Just one more time. Sorry for following this Okay, here we go. That activates the ChainArray module, which attaches a harness or a kind of grip for a spiked ball and chain to Force's right arm. ChainArray is an interesting one because when you hear the term ChainArray, you probably don't know what to think. And me personally, I didn't know what to think either. The ChainArray module is specifically an ancient Chinese weapon of sorts called a meteor hammer, or at least it's referred to a meteor hammer in English. It's the kind of thing where it's a handle, then a chain, and then a ball at the end. Not quite a flail where it's a ball attached to a short chain attached to a stick. Now, as far as the meteor hammer goes, for anyone who's watched Juken Sentai Geki Ranger, it has appeared there as the Geki Hammer, though in that case it was not a spiked ball. And as for this, why this couldn't have been called the Hammer Switch instead, and had to be called something like the ChainArray Switch, well, just as a little spoiler note, there is an actual hammer switch down the line, so they couldn't call this the Hammer Switch. And so with that out of the way, we can turn back on beat. Then activate the limit break. Now switching them off and removing them. Then putting back in launch one rocket. And so there we go. Another switch set. Once again, a couple of fun switches with some interesting designs and interesting mechanisms for activating the switches. And so far, this switch set is the only way to get at least the ChainArray switch. The beat switch has recently become available through a Gachapon set. But once again, I do recommend the Astro switch sets, since they come with 2 switches instead of just 1. And while the Gunbaride doesn't do much for people, the Gunbaride card doesn't do much for people outside of Japan, it is a nice little collectible. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.